up, YouTube? It's the girl Ashley Style, and I'm back. I know that on the last video I recorded, I said that I would possibly update you guys on the process of starting my own business. Okay, so I'm back, and what had happened was the next video you guys were supposed to see was me setting up my trademark for the name of my business. Shortly following me making that video, I received a letter in the mail finding out that I was being sued. I was being sued. So at that point, finances were like, okay, well, girl, you don't really have the money to spend on trademarking right now because we need to figure out the situation with getting a lawyer, all that good stuff, and like fighting this lawsuit, and you possibly may have to pay this. Anyway, yeah, I was being sued by my former university because of student loans. It's a long, complicated situation, and if you want me to talk about that, just comment and I will try to record a video about that. But that situation got resolved, and it's great. It's fine now. Okay, but it was just like a series of those kind of events. I got sued, all the things you can think of, and now current day, you all know that we're dealing with this coronavirus. I'm just gonna put it on screen because I heard that YouTube is not liking for people to say it in videos, but we're going through some issues globally, so the world is kind of crazy and mad. So yeah, that's how my whole entire 2020 has been, though. It's just been insane craziness. So now I'm gonna tell you guys what I didn't tell you before, which is what I was working on, and this is kind of a secret because I haven't even told my mom. There's two people that actually know the full details of everything that I'm working on. So originally I was working on a lingerie line. Why, do you may ask? I love lingerie. I love wearing it as outerwear. I love wearing it behind the scenes. I love lingerie and hats. So literally bras and hats, corsets, the whole nine. I love lingerie and I love hats. So that was originally what I was working on. So after the whole being sued thing, I said, you know what, I'm gonna put a pin in this because there were so many things that happened. I like financially just drained me over the past few months. Not that I had very much money to start. So I was like, I'm gonna take a step back and first see if this is an actual viable idea. So, sorry, I decided to try and make some reference samples. Okay, if you do not know, I am a visual merchandiser, but I have my master's in fashion design, so I have some knowledge in construction, blah blah blah. I'm not perfect by any means, and I know I do not take projects, anything like that. It's actually one of the reasons why I've never done anything with my degree, because I don't really like people like that, like not at all. So I decided to make some reference samples because it's one thing to sketch something, but to actually see it live, like, then I felt like I could know if it was like real or not. So I set about buying fabric, making these reference samples. Okay, so far I've made 2 reference samples. I'm not going to show you those, obviously. You know why. I will try to insert some clips of me working on those samples and like going to the fabric district and the fashion district and going to sewing it on the machine and stuff like that. So two reference samples complete, I'm in love with them. They're lingerie samples. And then what had happened was, as the process continued, I felt so inspired, like, wow, you know, this is really cool, I'm feeling this. And then all of a sudden one day I was just like sketching clothes, and I'm like, I'm feeling these vibes. And like what I was figuring out with making the lingerie is that I wear a lot of like my lingerie as garments, like as outerwear. So I was just like, a lot of what I'm making really appeals more to that market. So, am I making lingerie or am I making clothes? So then that kind of hit me, and then all of a sudden I just understood that like I want to work on a full line. Like I just randomly made the decision. I've never wanted to do a full line. Like people have been asking me about this since I graduated, or since I was in school, or when, you know, people still ask me to this day, like, when is your line coming out? I'm like, I'm never coming out with a line, ever. So yeah, I'm working on a clothing line. Yeah, so that's kind of the process of how that has been. And then when I really realized this and got passionate and got started, then the coronavirus, the thing I can't say, y'all know what's going on, happened. And so I just got really discouraged, like, man, you know, I'm finally on the path to getting this thing done, and now the world wanna be, yeah, I can't say, but y'all know. So yeah, that's kind of like today's point where I'm at. Some of the people who don't exactly know what I'm working on, they just know that I've been working on something that felt really passionate about. Like, to me, this was like the one thing where I really felt like, wow. I feel like there are moments in my life where I am like really working in my purpose, and then whenever I'm not doing things that are within my purpose, I feel very like lost. And for the past maybe year or so, I've been feeling like, wait, what are we doing? Where are we going? Obviously, I've been working in essentially my dream job, but why we need something is missing. What's next for us? I thought about starting numerous other ventures, and there's still things I want to do. God, I don't know if I want to say this even on camera, but I want to get into filmmaking. That's something that I've talked about with everyone. Everyone is aware of that. I don't think anybody really takes me seriously. But like what I figured out about myself is that, because I've talked to people about interests, like, you know, creative people just have lots of interest. And for me, I realized that all of those interests are aligned with storytelling. And whatever medium I get to tell that story in is the medium that I'm interested in. So like, everybody knows I have the most interesting stories. I'm not gonna tell none right now, but I have a lot of stories that I have been having a script in my mind since I was probably 13 years old, and I really want to get that out. But just whatever medium, whether that be clothes, they tell a story. Movies, they tell a story. Writing, it tells a story. I'm a horrible writer, but yes. So yeah, that's basically the update. And since we are quarantined to our houses at this current point, I'm going to go ahead and probably make some like fun videos after this, probably in the same way, because you know what I'm saying, I'm probably not gonna pick up this camera again for quite some time. So I might do like a 50 facts about me, or I don't know, something like that. Yeah, so that's it. I mean, that's the update. That's it. If you have any questions, comments, positive words, because my friends and stuff, they've been really motivating me to continue what I was working on. I just got discouraged by this whole thing because it really seems like, you know, our economy, our health system, you know, all that stuff is just really gonna take a hard hit following what we're going through. So I'm just like, who is gonna wanna, you know, patronize my business. Also, like, I don't know how I'm paying for this. I'm just gonna keep it real. This is manufacturing a custom line is not cheap. And I ain't got no money. No ends. None. Y'all ever seen that clip of Martin where he be like telling the judge when he takes I think it was, I can't remember who he took to court. Was it Pam, Tommy? And he be like, Judge, I ain't got no ends.
I ain't got no money, Judge. I ain't got no ends. I ain't got no money, Judge. I ain't got no ends.
That's me. I ain't got no ends. No points. Like, I'm just out here thankful that I am able to take care of my necessities and some of the things that I want. But I would estimate that in order to get this thing started, I probably need like $5,000 minimum dollars, and that's like a start. And I haven't figured that piece out yet, but I'm just trusting in God that I'm gonna figure it out. Something in me tells me that it's the God in me, but it's telling me that I should just continue to do this because it's something that I'm supposed to do. So, like I said, hope you enjoy the clips. Let me know if you got any questions or comments. Subscribe, is that what you said? Subscribe, like, what's the other thing that people always saying, y'all? Oh, subscribe, like, and hit the notification bell. Look at me. Won't he do it? Bye, guys.